Hi everyone. Uh, Hope all of you are well. Uh, Today I'm going to be continuing with the second part of my lecture in the Department of General Dentistry. That is a continuation from the documentation lecture. So, in the last class, we had discussed on what is the importance of documentation, what all should be recorded, what's relevant information, which I'm sure you're all very familiar with because, like I emphasized the last time, it's what you guys have been doing on a regular basis. So today it's more like you can say it's like the recent advances in the field of documentation. So this lecture focuses on the hospital information system. So that's purely on the digital side. So the documentation which we do is it's the manual stuff. So we have everything on paper, but what the HIS or the hospital information system does is it digitalizes and creates everything into a soft copy. So it's more like a trend of the future, and it's more like making this a long-term aspect in your practice. So you will have these records which can be stored away. It won't occupy the space like what your cabinets occupy for you to store all your case histories, and it doesn't take up the space. It's not time consuming because it's just a mouse click away or a keyboard uh, alphabet away from you, because you just need to enter the you need to key in the details of the patient, and you will be able to retrieve the information very easily. So today's lecture is just a basic insight into how hospital information system can broaden your practice and make life easier for you. Okay, so basically, when you want to set up your practice, uh, you have to figure out a way by which you will stand out from the crowd, because the patient has to decide why he or she has to invest his or her time and his or her uh, problems in you. What sets you apart from the crowd? So digitalizing everything and having modern equipment kind of makes you the man of the hour or the woman of the hour, so you can actually stand apart from the regular crowd. So if you go digital, it's kind of it's a way of impressing the general population. So of course it's not just all show. It does have its benefits. It makes life easier for you. So basically, this competition and the demand from customers, that is your patients, they demand better service standards in the industry, because of which you have to continually keep improving yourselves. So in this context, this hospital information system, or the HIS as we know it, it enables the hospitals or even your private practice to serve the population in a cost effective manner. So although the initial investment is going to be a little high, because you have to invest in the online storage space, and you have to invest in the infrastructure, that is your computers and all your digital equipment, yeah, which can convert all your investigations into the digital, like how you have your uh, CT scans, and you have your OPGs, and even your RVGs. So you can take your IOPAs in a digital manner, like how we are practicing in the college now. So all of this does require an initial high investment, but in the long term, it proves to be very useful, and the long term cost tends to be a little, significantly lesser than when compared to the traditional methods, because you don't need to invest again and again. Once it's invested, it's done, it's yours, and the only thing you can expect is the returns, which does come with time. Yeah. So it provides an effective solution for hospitals and clinics to reduce the costs of your administrative and clinical transactions. So you don't need too much of manpower to help you with searching of the records. If I mean like we all hope for a roaring practice, so you all wish for a lot of patients. So along with the patients, the paperwork also increases. So if the paperwork increases, your cabinet space is also going to be used up. So to retrieve the information once your patient starts visiting you again and again can be time consuming. So if it's all digital, it makes it very, very easy. So you can retrieve it in seconds. So the HIS, it aids the administrators by improving the control and streamlining your operations, and it improves the response to the demands of patient care. So it helps in the collecting, the assimilation of the info, and for retrieving the information in very, very less time. So that's a big point. So it has revolutionized the healthcare by providing doctors and hospital staff with decision support systems. So this is very important. This will be coming up in the later slides. It's basically a pool of information which has been accumulated by the vast knowledge of all the information which is out there, that is with textbooks, with articles, reputed journals, uh, healthcare banks, and even the information which has been accumulated by famous doctors, and who have all clubbed in their information together to one common pool. So once you gain access to that pool, it can actually help you to conclude your diagnosis, because let's say that you're on your own and you want a second opinion. You don't need to actually waste time. You can actually go on to the records here, and you can actually formulate conclusively arrive at a diagnosis. So this helps. This will be discussed in the later slides. And like I said, it helps to manage your patient records in an easier way. Reduces the length of the stay. So as soon as the patient walks in, the patient doesn't have to wait. So this is one problem which we are facing with, which we are faced with, when the patient walks into our clinics. The patient has to wait till the case sheet can be retrieved. So this is minimized once you go digital. There's reduced wastage, so you don't have to invest again and again on paper. There is reduced waiting time, like I said. The indirect benefit is what I was talking about. There's an improved image of the hospital, so the patient kind of feels like, wow, he feels like he's in a special place because everything is digital. So it is an impressive feat. Yeah, so it gives you an edge over the other competition. So this plays a very important role when you're targeting your medical tourism population, because if you are able to target that group of people, that populace, then you will have a large waiting list. So this can actually help you to open up the market, because it will help you keep track of the number of patients, and it will minimize the waiting time also for those patients. Yeah, so and of course with medical tourism you'll be getting advertising, so your patients themselves will act as the best advertisers, and they can actually speak for your practice. They can say that, wow, everything is digital, it's so different and so efficient. So what's the significance? See, because of everything which is handwritten now, there is a chance that there is manual errors. So although this is an old figure, it is true, because hospital errors used to result to even almost 100,000 deaths on an annual basis. That is just, some of them can be just because of missing the drug interactions which are stated in the long case sheets which have accumulated over time. So if you are using your hospital information system, that is, if you plan to go digital, you can actually mark it as an important thing which will flash on your screen the moment the patient's case sheet has been retrieved. So the first thing which will come into notice as soon as you open up or retrieve the case sheet will be the major problems which the patient is facing, systematic in the systemic zone, not just the local intraoral examination. So you will be reminded again and again, especially at the time when you are going to be prescribing medicines, or before you're going to carry out some procedure, if there is anything which needs to be aware of, which you need to be made aware of, like maybe the patient is allergic to the normal LA, so you can probably take the LA without the vasoconstrictor. So uh, for example, or if the patient is allergic to penicillin, it's going to pop up on your screen immediately, so you can minimize your human error. Yeah. So all this in the long run improves the credibility in terms of your practice. Your patient will be much more satisfied, and yeah, so it proves to be a very useful way of advertising your. Coming to the objectives, the objectives are: it improves the patient safety and care. You're incorporating new techniques into your practice. Uh, it will be effectively utilized by you, because you can rely on it safely. You can rely on the vast knowledge which is incorporated in this system. Your awareness will keep on improving, because as and when you log into the pool of knowledge, because it will keep on updating itself, you will be on par with the latest trends and the latest methods of practice, so it will automatically improve your understanding. Now, for the hospitals, how is it important? The primary care, so basically it helps you in your basic or general health care, especially when it comes to family practice or pediatrics or internal medicine. So it can help you in the primary levels. The secondary level is generally when a specialist refers the patient, so like how you write your referral letters, instead of writing it manually, you can actually do it on a digital scale. So once you are digital, once you go online, you don't need to actually send your case report to the specialist concerned. You can actually just transfer your case file online. So it's easy, the patient doesn't have to wait, or the doctor doesn't have to wait, the specialist doesn't have to wait for your records to reach. It's already available to him before the patient even steps in. The tertiary care, it is for the medical care which is provided in the satellite clinics, and the areas which are away from the main hospitals. So the tertiary and quaternary deal with the care, I mean, like, so if you're referring a patient from a clinic which is far away, like the easiest example is your camps. So if you can set up your digitalization even in the satellite or secondary clinics, then the information can be transferred back to the main clinic. So that is dealing with your tertiary and quaternary care. Okay. So information, as you all know, it is the collection of facts and data, which once you analyze and compute in, it can be made available to the pool of doctors working together. So everything is easily available. So it's not just the information dealing with the health of the patient, it can be everything, the personal, the billing, that is the financial, the past history, the information of the materials which are used in the treatment. Anything and everything can be recorded. Yeah, so it doesn't occupy space, so you can go on and on. And so you're all aware with about what the information system is. It is basically just the computer which is doing all the work, and of course the storage which is required for it. So since it's going to be a local area network and a lot of computers are going to be clubbed in together, everything has to be done online. The advantages is that your data can be transferred at high speed, so there's not going to be any loss of data, because the human error is minimized. It's easy to maintain and handle the large volume, so you don't need your cabinet space, your time consumed is less. It improves the accuracy in the data. It's easy to share the information even amongst doctors in the same institute, or among doctors in different institutes. So if a case is being referred from one institute to the other, the transferring of data again becomes easy, and there is minimal error during the transfer of the data. The security is much higher, because everything is going to be encrypted and everything is going to be locked inside the online storage. Nobody else can access the info, so that's secure. and it can be retrieved at any point of time. The information is always there, and you don't have to spend a lot of time retrieving it, and it can be accessed 24/7. Your operational costs are going to be reduced, although this is a double-edged sword. So even if you are reducing your operational costs, it does cut back on the manpower. So your the number of people employed under you is going to be significantly lesser. So you are actually causing a little bit of unemployment that is also there, but yes, the load on you is going to be a little lesser financially. So that is the major plus point. That's what we were looking at. Now coming to hospital information system, this is what I was talking to you about. It is a comprehensive information system dealing with all the aspects of information processed in the hospital or a clinic, as well as the human or the technical actor which is involved in the information processing role. So it is not just your information, it is also the information which is already present in the pool online. So everything combined together is going to help you formulate your diagnosis or help treat the these are just other definitions for the hospital information system. The problems and challenges which you will be facing. It is a complex interplay of various factors. Besides the primary activity of the doctors caring for the patients, so basically you have to have coordination between the staff. This is not just the doctors, this also includes the technical staff as well. So you need the cooperation of everyone. So it has to be understood and taught to all. So it should be accessible by all in the hospital, not just the doctors. So they have to be trained as well for them to use it. Yeah, so that there isn't any lag or there isn't any hold up when it comes to the non-technical staff who are going to be using it as well. The advantages is that there is quick access. Anybody and everyone can access it. The manual errors are minimized, but of course there is the problem of the high cost in the initial phase by healthcares. There is of course the access to the complete medical info. The data is going to be available for research purposes. So I'm sure you're all familiar with research. You all do require data. So this can be an immense pool for data. You can retrieve a lot of data from here. You don't require paper, so you're not dependent on paper. So you're actually becoming eco-friendly as well. You're actually advertising that you're not promoting the cutting down of trees. So excess of paper is not required once you go. And you can actually go past your geographical boundaries. So you don't have to rely on the transfer of data through land. Everything is done online and with the click of a button. So you are and it can be transferred, even past your location. It be sent to any corner of the world if you choose to do so. So that helps. Yeah. So coming to telemedicine. So telemedicine is nothing but the medicine which is practiced from a faraway distance. So it can be done over the phone, it can be done through computers, it can be done online. Everything constitutes telemedicine. So it makes use of your anything ranging from standard telephones to high speed bandwidth transmission of info through your computers, fiber optics, satellites, etc. Everything constitutes your telemedicine. It can be used even in the remote areas. It can be used to get you a second opinion. It can help you to interpret the problems which you might be facing. So in case if you're not sure, you can log into the pool of data and you can use the information to help you formulate your final diagnosis. You can actually use this to provide home care as well. So if the patient, God forbid, is unable to come to you, you can actually pass on the information to the patient, something which the patient can understand, so that the patient can get the remedies at home itself. Of course, when it comes to dental treatment, there's not much that can be done from the home. The patient will inadvertently have to walk into the clinic. But if there are certain things, like if the patient has pain at an hour when the clinic is closed or something, so the remedies can be made available online. So Google is the biggest example of that. So I'm sure you all know that all your patients, the moment they have some difficulty, they immediately Google it nowadays. So because they can see if there are any remedies which are proving to be effective to alleviate the pain or their stress levels. So that is the biggest example. Coming to e-prescribing. To the other. So instead of retrieving the case sheet and all the x-rays, the biggest disadvantage which we face with our traditional IOPAs and OPGs is that over a period of time they tend to disintegrate. So once you're digital, nothing can actually happen to the print of the print quality of the image. So you can actually transfer everything online, so your image is stored forever. So that is one of the biggest edges. So you can actually access it from any point of the world, so geographical boundaries are surpassed. and of course you can always rely on them. Yeah, and if you want to refer a case, you can always refer the case history including the images, and you can actually send it away with just the click of a mouse button. So that really helps. Coming to biometrics, I'm sure all aware of it. It's what the faculty are practicing on a day-to-day basis. So you always see us punching in and punching out. That is the biggest example of biometrics. So other examples of biometrics are, other than the fingerprint, are the iris recognition. This I'm sure you're seeing in all your movies, your retinal scans, your hand geometry. Face recognition, I'm sure you're all using on your phones. Voice recognition also, and handwriting in signature dynamics. These are used, once you want to create your online signatures. That is the biggest example. So after you prescribe it, you just place your online signature to confirm that you have actually verified it. Patient trends are something which are used in the hospitals in Western countries. I don't know how far it's popular over here. So basically, you have a wristband which is coded. You have the barcode on the wristband. So as soon as the patient walks into another department, you just have to scan at the entry, and all the patient data is going to be made immediately available to that particular respective department. So that minimizes the time taken to actually transfer your data manually from one department to the other. So that is the benefit. Touchscreen software, I'm sure you guys are seeing on a day-to-day basis. Whenever you go to the malls, you have your kiosks. So once you enter a huge mall and you want to know which shop, which boutique is located where, or which place you want to go to next. Like for example, you want to know where the theater is located. When you are arriving late and you just want to rush to the place, you just have to go to the kiosk and you just have to type in uh, the movie theater. So immediately it will take you there. It will show you the location. So it's very similar. This touchscreen software used in medical practice also. It's not just to put on display the different departments and their locations, but you can also put on information on display. So for the layman, when they want to enter the hospital and they want to see the number of services which are provided, or they want to see the kind of treatment which is carried out in the hospital, or if they want to even purchase gifts and cards for patients who are admitted in the hospital, everything can be done with the help of the kiosks. This can be done. The information about the doctors, the different kind of faculty which are employed by the hospital, the different kind of drugs along with their information, their side effects, everything can be made available with the help of kiosks. Like I said, the transactions also can be carried out, so you can actually make your payments with the kiosk. There's no need to stand in line waiting for a person to collect your payment. The digital assistants also can be used. So this, I'm sure you would have seen the miniature versions of these digital assistants. When you click in even to your Microsoft Word and Excel, you can actually see an animated object who helps you, whom you can use to actually ask doubts with. So that is your easiest example of a digital assistant. So you can actually use them to help with your gathering of your information, and to make payments, and to access your records as well. So they will actually help. Long term, and it is much more safer, because once you store the data online, you don't have to worry about corruption of data. You don't have to worry about loss of data, and you don't have to worry about the time consumed to actually retrieve the data. Everything can be made available instantly, so you don't have to waste time, you don't have to waste money in the form of the storage space. You don't have to worry about manpower, you don't have to depend on somebody to retrieve the information. Everything is going to be done digitally, so you can do it yourself. Your assistant can do it for you, as long as you have trained the assistant, on how to access the information. So everything is going to be made available easy. It's basically a very simple lecture. If you have any doubts, please feel free to post your comments, and you can get in touch with me. I'll be more than happy to help you out with it. And maybe if you have some ideas which you would like to share, please feel free to share it in the comment section on the e-portal. It can be made into a very healthy discussion. Maybe there's something which I'm not aware of, which you are aware of, so maybe you can also share that as well. So yeah, that's it from my side. uh, Please do interact, and see you next time. Okay, take care guys, stay safe, bye bye.